Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler video series videos I'm doing for a little while. I'm gonna go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, I'm out in the truck and I'm not wearing grody work shirt because, hooray, I'm not just getting off work and found something to review. In fact, I'm on my way to a wonderful social occasion and I found something to review. Hence why I get to wear one of my awesome shirts. When I wear one of my awesome shirts, I like to highlight said awesome shirt. What awesome shirt am I wearing today? Boom! Clutch shirt. The hell's Clutch? Where have you been, folks? Clutch is a band. They've been around for at least since the 90s. Yeah, since the 90s. They're fantastic. They've changed their style up over the years. Absolutely love them. They're probably not your favorite band, but they're probably your favorite band's favorite band. So that's kind of, they're like a band's band. I absolutely love them. I've been fortunate enough to see them a couple times. I actually have some videos of the last time that I saw them on this very channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, on my way out to said social occasion, I decided to go over there and stop off at a gas station because a lot of times I find interesting items at random gas stations I've never been to before. This was, intended to be the case. But when I was pulling in, I noticed that right next door, like literally in the same building, they had a Which Wich. Now, if you're not familiar with Which Wich, I'm not surprised because they're kind of obscure. I mean, I'm guessing they're more of a regional thing. There appears to be a few of them in Illinois where I live. And, but why go over there and, specifically highlight this? Because, folks, we're going to review, boom, I mean, you can't see what's inside, but what actually is inside is Mountain Dew Vibe, which is a lemonade-type Mountain Dew that's exclusive to Which Wich. I actually heard about this, I believe, last year or very early this year, and had wanted to try it. Obviously, I've done a lot of Mountain Dew stuff. I even have a Mountain Dew playlist called Mountain Dew Madness on this very channel. I wanted to try this stuff, aside from the fact that, hey, I like Mountain Dew, because it's interesting when they do exclusive flavors, and then on top of that, it's for a fairly obscure brand. Like, this isn't Subway. I mean, Quiznos is still sort of around, but, if it had been for Subway, I would have fully understood it. But apparently, Which Wich has enough pull to... So, now here's a quick little interesting fun fact. I tried to do this review months ago. Months and months and months ago, when it first came out. I actually found a Which Wich that was like, maybe about a half-hour trip from where I lived. And I decided to go in. I got a sandwich, went over there, picked up some Mountain Dew Vibe, was in the process of reviewing it, took the first sip, and it very clearly was not right. It was one of those things where, like, I don't know if the machine was fucked up or if they just didn't mix. I don't know. But it didn't taste right. And so I ended up scrapping that review entirely. What I should have done was immediately just gone back, gone over there and got a refund or something. But I decided I would wait a little while and give them another shot because, places can have off days. And in between that time and when the next time I was going to make the trek, that location went out of business. So there you go. I finally get to try it. Hopefully, it tastes the way I'm expecting it to taste. Either that or maybe it just tastes like ass. We're about to find out. Let's give it a shot, folks. Well, it doesn't taste like ass, so I'm happy about that. I should also mention, no ice. I'm not typically an ice guy. I don't mind a little bit, but I feel like it kind of dilutes the drink, and it's cold anyway, so... It's not bad. I can kind of go with it. It's not my... I'll tell you right now, it's not my favorite Mountain Dew I've ever had, but I do like it. I'm a big lemonade fan, so it's interesting to see Mountain Dew put their spin on it. Of course, the thing is, Mountain Dew by itself is already a citrus beverage, so it actually does kind of pair well. In fact, I would say typically when you have like Mountain Dew, like new flavors and stuff, they're of course building upon the Mountain Dew platform, so it still kind of tastes like Mountain Dew. While there is some of that here, because it already has that citrus aspect and then you're building on it with lemonade, it's not as prominent. Which, depending on how you look at it, could be a good or a bad thing. For me, I'm kind of, yeah, I'll go with it. The lemony taste is decent. It's not, I would personally prefer it to have a little bit more tartness to it. I like my lemonades to, not overly tart, but, to have a little kick to them. This is somewhat lacking. That is more on a sweeter lemonade side of things. Not that I'm surprised, but it does have, it has a little bit of an oomph. Just a little bit. This is definitely a drink that benefits from less sipping and more like full swigs of it. Because as you go over there and you kind of, like when I'm just doing the individual sips, I'm getting, still getting a hit of flavor, obviously, and everything. But when I'm going over there and doing the longer drags of it, which is kind of, straws don't lend themselves well to. But when I do that, I'm getting more of the full flavor. It's got more time to kind of sit in my mouth and, do its thing. I think, and I've mentioned this before with other, like exclusive Mountain Dew flavors, like there's like the purple one that's from Circle K, and then there's like Casey's has another one. I've tried those from the fountain, because this is obviously from a fountain. Without fail, the ones that are in the bottle are just better. They're more concentrated. It's a more full experience. I would like to try this in a bottle format. I don't think that's going to happen from what I can tell, because I don't think that, unless Mountain Dew decides to go over there and branch off from it, like they kind of did with Taco Bell and Baja Blast, I'm guessing this will probably just stay as a fountain drink, which is a little bit of a shame, because it's good, and it's at a very obscure, at least in my opinion, sandwich shop. Like, and I mean, it's kind of like, it's cool that they have it. I mean, it made me aware of them, so good on them. It's not bad marketing. But it is a little bit of a shame that, we have this Mountain Dew flavor that's actually pretty good, but it's probably just going to be tied to this one location. I don't know how long they'll have that association, but at least for right now, I enjoy it. And while it's not my favorite Mountain Dew, I think, like I said, my opinion would be a little bit higher of it if it were in bottle format. And if I were to go over there and kind of, put it in the tier structure of Mountain Dews, it would probably be, I would say for me, it would be kind of like upper middle, which is typically where these exclusive flavors fall. They're usually a little bit, good, but not great. I will say I do think I like this one more than the Circle, or not the Circle K, the Casey's one. I would maybe put it on point with the purple one from Circle K, which recently I've gained greater appreciation for, compared to when I did my original review, where I still liked it, but just not quite as much. I would put it on a similar platform, because it's even though it's a citrus dew, it's still unique, and there's no other dew that tastes quite like this. Whereas with, the purple one, it, kind of had a little bit of a, pitch black flavor. Not too much, but, there's certain similarities. And the Casey's one, I think is like Island Punch or something like that. I've had other dews that taste somewhat similar. This one, I've never had a lemonade Mountain Dew, and even though it does have a citrus element to it, definitely doesn't taste like normal Mountain Dew. Now, all that said, would I recommend it? Yes. However, you have to find a Which Wich to go over there and try it at, which for me, if it weren't for the fact that I happened to notice this one, because this was still on my radar, but the only Which Wich that is around me closed down and the only other ones that are available are over an hour drive away. I'm just not going to do that. That's just not going to happen. This just coalesced perfectly for me. But if you happen to be by a Which Wich, absolutely, give it a shot. I personally like it quite a bit. But if you're like me, where it's not in your immediate vicinity, is it worth making the trek? Probably not. Now, that said, I am going to go over there and review one of their sandwiches also, so maybe my opinion will change a little bit. You know, we'll see. But overall, yeah, it's good. I like it. 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular week, monumental rest of months, Japan starts here. And folks, if you could go over there and have yourselves a truly vibe-tastic rest of your life, because not only is Vibe the name of this Mountain Dew, it's also a DC superhero who I actually happen to like quite a bit. He's very obscure. It's never, been a top-ranked character. Though they did, with the new 52, they did actually try to go over there and give him a little bit of a highlight run. He had his own series for a little bit, and I actually liked it quite a bit. So, even if you don't like the Mountain Dew stuff, go look up Vibe. I like his character. Anyway, final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Messed up my hand motions. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Not only is the easiest thing in the world to do, in fact, sometimes it's one of the most difficult things in the world to do, but when we find ourselves in those situations, let's try to dial it back just a little bit. Let's go over there, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully it makes things better for everybody. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. You're going to find yourself a Which Wich, as I have done here. And maybe it's a little bit out of the way, like this one is for me, but maybe you're that much into Mountain Dew and lemonade that you're like, this is a business, this is what's going to happen, I'm going to make it happen. And you're going to go over there, you're going to make a long-ass trek, because let's say it's like 3 hours away. And, you're going to go over there, you're going to pick somebody up along the way, there's going to be a whole road trip thing. Maybe James Vanderbeek will be involved. You don't know how road trips are going to go. And ultimately, you're going to get there. You're going to try the Mountain Dew Vibe. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to realize that while you do like it, was it really worth the whole trip? Maybe not, but it was the destination and the friends we made along the way, not just the Mountain Dew Vibe. Or conversely, you could go over there and just go on a road trip just because. That's a thing you can do. I've never personally been on a road trip because none of my friends nor myself really want to travel that much, but sure, it's something that maybe you could do if you want to do it. All right, bye.